Welcome into a brand new episode of WSI TV. Enjoy the show.
All right, welcome back for another episode of WSI TV. I'm joined today by Jim Samson, and I'm Lea Warren. Welcome.
Hello.
So before we get into it, I just want to give you guys a reminder to go to WSI TV and subscribe to our vault there. You'll get all of our free daily newsletters and updates. So today we're looking at the general market, and we have behind us the S&P 500. Would you care to tell us a little bit about what's happening today?
Yeah, so look, I look at this every weekend when the market's closed on a Friday, and I talk about this every Monday, because that's the bigger picture is what we get here. The multi-year picture, as you can see down the bottom here, gives a much bigger, going back to 2016 here, when my system made the first bull market call in recent times, actually was in November 16, and it got us out round about here, October of last year. So it's almost been a year of having us just sit in cash and wait and see what happens. It's been a kind of, our system anyway has been telling us it's been quite a trendless market, waiting for it to figure out what its intentions are. And just over the just last week actually, my system said, no, this is selling all the signals of a brand new bull market. It's not guaranteed that it's going to go up, but it's saying the chances are that this is the start of a much bigger move, hopefully along the lines that we had here, Lea, between those 2 years there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we had a bit of a rough month in August, but it looks like we're on a bit of an upturn.
Yeah, we had a lot of volatility, and this is some quite large upticks and coming back down to earth, but the red line here, which is the 40-week moving average, is a key moving average, is really turned up quite aggressively now. And it's more recently, as I mentioned in last week's video, there was that line of resistance on the short term that overcame and should be pushing out to new highs. I mean, it has already broken an important psychological number of 3,000, and once it gets back above that, that previous all-time high, I think it's really going to be off to the races, particularly perhaps coming into what is traditionally the more bullish months, November and December. Mm-hmm. So that's, I wouldn't be surprised to see a little pullback in the meantime, nothing wrong with that. Remember, this is a much longer term predictor.
Yes, and we've been looking at some other indicators. There's a bit of issue happening with oil. But it hasn't had as much of an influence as we thought.
That's a great point, because as you rightly point out, there's this oil refineries or something has exploded in Iran. They're pointing the finger at Iran, and it's happened in Saudi Arabia. Mm-hmm. But it's always a sign. That's a great point, because it's always a sign of how a market is reacting to things that are either good or bad, to say what's this mood of this thing. And that was that's quite a significant event. Mm-hmm. Rattling the saber at Iran, and oil spiked, but the market really didn't move anything more than was justified from a calling off period. So that's also saying that this is quite an optimistic, bullish, wants to go up market. Conversely, if you get the news that is good and the market goes down or isn't reacting to it, that's a bad sign. So yeah, that's another great point. Or and this is really, we're trying to build up a picture of different things, some of the parts that trying to give us the best guess possible to make these calls.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really the picture for this week of for the long term weekly big picture chart.
Yep, so looking good. We're ready to jump back in?
Yeah, I think so. That's a brand new, and that's going to affect our individual stock picks and all whole kinds of strategies as well. So yeah.
All right, so I think that about sums up the mood of the market for this week.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Speak to you next week.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for watching the latest episode of WSI TV. Be sure to visit WSITV.com, where you can subscribe for free monthly with no contract and gain instant access to the secrets of self-made millionaires via the WSI TV Vault. So go ahead and claim this gift for free now at WSITV.com.